Hey, my name is Nisha and welcome to my channel. I went to a rummage sale and I got some great jewelry and I think some of it's amber. So we're going to find out today. All right, so let's take a look. Oh, this is very pretty. Got a choker, the pendant. Definitely vintage. Let's take a closer look. It's definitely a application of some type of paper on top of plastic pendant. Sometimes there might be a manufacturer's mark. Oh, there's something right there. Okay, so it says made in Japan. So it's older than I thought it was. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is my loop. I use this to look at marks, manufacturer's marks, hallmarks. All right, so let me see if I can show that to you. Okay, Japan. So when it's dated, not dated, when it says Japan on here, that's usually 1950s, 1960s. Definitely more of a more modern piece. I would say this is leaning towards the 1960s. Okay. Nice clip-on earrings. I do pick these up if they're good design or manufacturer. Ah, Robert Rose. Yes. Good brand to pick up. Let's see if we can look at that one. I see. I have to show it to you one section at a time. Okay, so that's what the manufacturer's mark looks like. I think like 1980s. I'm not that familiar with this brand, but I'll see if I can find some comparable listings. So this brand I am starting to buy more of. I used to walk away from it because I didn't really recognize the brand. So let me show you the back. This is called Liz Tech. And they have an unusual way of creating the brooches. You'll see a lot of wrapped wire on the back sometimes, but the pieces can be very whimsical. Because this is vintage 1998, so I define vintage as 20 years, I can list this on Etsy. I would also list this on eBay, and then also Poshmark and Mercari. The way I do this is I use a cross-listing service called List Perfectly. If you want to learn more, I have a video in the description below that will give you more information. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there is a link for you to learn more information about this List Perfectly. All right. Okay, classic. I like the bow. Let's see if it's branded. Now, this is a vintage construction with this V shape. The pin tip is coming off the edge here just by a little bit. I believe this is either aluminum, metal, or stainless steel, but I'll use my magnet to test to see if it's one of those metals. Okay, now it is magnetic. Okay, so what that means is it's not aluminum. Aluminum is not magnetic. So this probably has some type of steel in it. And the reason I use the magnet is to help me figure out if an item is made from a fine material such as silver or gold. If I think it is, then I will put that aside into another pile and then test that. Okay, nice piece. Oh, this is really pretty. It's a pillbox, vintage, lined, cute design. Take a closer look. All right, great. Oh, this is really pretty. I like the mesh bracelet. It's a nice statement piece. I didn't see any manufacturer's mark. Sometimes there'll be a small mark here that will let you know who made the piece. Oh, okay, great. So then this is where the metal has been cut into to create a design. And it can be worn as a pendant. Right here is the hook, or a brooch, and there is some writing back here. So let's take a look. And if we look at this clasp, this is an older style clasp, so this is definitely vintage. Open that up. It says made in Mexico 925. And 925 is a mark for sterling silver. And we'll do our magnet test. Okay, so it's not magnetic, so I'll do a test, but this is just a lovely piece. Okay, so we have another brooch. I really like the design of it, how it goes from this thin section and then has these little bead-like structures on the end. Ah, yay! Okay, so I'll show you the back and then I'll show you the manufacturer. So let's take a look at that. So it's Crown Trifari. So Trifari is the brand. And then you'll see this little icon on top of the T that looks like a crown. This is a very desirable brand, Trifari, by itself, but that Crown Trifari was manufactured from approximately 1959 to 1964, and that time period of their pieces is very desired. So when you find one of those pieces, it's just a wonderful thing. And especially this is in really great condition for that age. And I haven't seen this design before, so that's always fun too. Yes, okay, so we're going to look at this, and then it has matching earrings. Okay, look at the earrings. They're mirrored. Not all earrings are mirrored. I just love that design. And I love the copper with the, let's just take a look. So, I just want to see if that's enameling, so I'm going to take a look in here. I think it's enameling. It looks different though somehow, and I'm not quite sure. So let's take a closer look. Isn't that fabulous? Some type of glass in here. And then the back looks like that. And then this is the wonderful part. It's Matisse. Ha! Yay! Okay, so let me show you the hallmark, or manufacturer's mark. Isn't that fantastic? And it's in such great condition. I'm not that familiar with the styles of this brand, so I'm not able to date it for you. But it's just such a lovely piece. So let's look at the bracelet. So this is a clamper bracelet. So it opens like that on a hinge. And again, that beautiful glass work coming around to the back. Just fantastic design. Just seeing, oh, I see. Okay, so it's in here on the hinge is where it's marked. You can see it right here. Okay, excellent. Okay, great. Okay, clip-on earrings. They look like silver to me, so let's do our test. They're not magnetic. We'll look at the back. Okay. Yep, Mexico. They're made in Mexico, and they're marked 925. So I'll see if I can show you some of that marking. Yep, there we go, Mexico 925. Excellent. All right. Aren't they great? Okay. So I got some more clip-on earrings. I love the design of this with the larger rhinestone here and then the other one surrounding this one. It has a manufacturer's mark here, which is Forte, Forte, really nice piece. Okay, great. Okay, these are great statement pieces. Like, that color makes me think 1980s. Let's see what the back says. Oh, Nolan Miller is the name, so it's right here. Take a closer look. There we go. Great. And they're even marked on the inside here. Fabulous. All right. But wait, there's more. Okay. Okay, these are really nice too. I believe these were unsigned. Oh no, these were signed too. Just remembering from the sale. Okay, just great statement pieces. Look at that. And then you have the name I don't recognize. So if you know it, let me know. So this was an interesting ring. Okay, so it feels like glass. So you're just seeing me do a touch test. So glass is cool to the touch and it warms up very quickly, like in a matter of a couple seconds. Stone is cold to the touch and takes longer to warm up. And, you know, it varies person to person, okay? All right, that's fun. Okay, so this has a marking on the back, and it is marked sterling. All right, great. Okay, itty bitty. Wow, I'm surprised. Normally I don't pick up threaded earrings, so let me show those to you. So that's what threaded earrings look like. They're not much fun to wear. Let me look at the back. Sometimes there's information here on this section. So I think it says sterling on it. It's a little difficult to read. So let's do that. Woo! Okay. All right. But it's not acting like sterling. See how it's magnetic? That's not sterling. All right. That's why you want to have one of these with you while you're looking at stuff. If you're going to buy something, you have the magnet, and then you can test it, and then you'll know if it's a fine metal or not. All right. And clip-on earrings. Okay, so I like the hammer texture. Has a modern look to it. Okay, these are marked 925 right there. And then let's do the magnet test. Okay, it's pretty common for this section to be magnetic because fine metals are softer and they bend easy. Okay, but this is magnetic. I'm still going to test it, even though it says, even though it was magnetic, I'm still going to test it. These are really nice. Imitation pearl. I love the filigree and the design on them. And they were marked. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so let me see if I can show it to you. It may not show up. Okay, so these are Avon. I avoid buying Avon pieces unless they are Christmas tree brooches, because they take forever to sell. So I will still list these or maybe put them into a lot. Oh yeah, this was really pretty. Looks like hand painted. Let's see if we can see if you can find texture on the surface, like where when somebody was painting and they stopped the brush and they lifted off the surface, you'll see like a extra paint in that section. And that's one way to tell if it's hand painted. I'm not seeing any of that. And then this is the back. This is definitely an older brooch. It's got that C clasp on that. All right, great. Oh yeah, this is just beautiful. Look at that. I love the acorn design. And let's take a look at that. I think it's some type of resin. It's got these striations in it. Let's take a look at the back. That's a good sign that it's well made, is when it lets light in through the stone. And sometimes in here there will be a manufacturer's name. Not seeing anything. Okay. Very pretty. Okay, not magnetic. Let's take a closer look. Has a nice design. I like these little stones in here. It is marked, let's see what it says. Oh, okay, great. It's marked Brighton. There we go. Now, I am not sure if Brighton makes things in sterling silver, but I'll do a little bit of research and find out, because it's not magnetic, but I'll definitely do a test on that one. It's a great piece. Okay, so this is a brand I'm not familiar with. It's inscribed, made in Thailand, and it says it's sterling silver right here. Not magnetic, so we'll give that a test. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. Great design, and it looks like through here are marcasite stones. Now you can always test that with your diamond tester, because there's the same or similar hardness as diamonds. And then if we look on the back here, we see how the pin comes out here. That shows us that it's an older piece, and it does have a hallmark, or rather a mark. Let's see what it says. Okay, so it says 925 right there. So it looks like it is silver, sterling silver rather. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's do our magnet test. Okay, great. So I will be testing this one for silver. Oh, these were fabulous. I just love this design. Look at that. Isn't that great? When you move, you have me wearing these earrings. with all that motion. Okay, fabulous. Look in the back. No manufacturer's mark or anything. Great piece. I just love these. I believe that they're amber. And I think it's some type of silver that the metal is. There's no marks. Isn't that nice design? All right, cool. All right, so we're going to put this to the side. We're going to do an amber test in a few minutes. All right, then, ooh, look at that. And there's more, yay. Wow, matching earrings. Okay, so let's see. I think it's sterling silver just looking at it, and they're not magnetic. And I think it's also amber. So look at that. Isn't that great? You can see the light passing through the amber cabochon in there. So the cabochon is this center section here. And it could be a stone also, but this is a piece of amber, it looks like. All right, so there is a marking on here. So it says 925. And then there's another mark next to that. So I'll have to research that because that could be the manufacturer's mark. And then I'm not seeing any other marks on the bracelet. So let's check the clip-on earrings. So the clip-on earrings have the 925 here and then an additional mark there. Yes, super fab. Isn't that great? Okay. All right. So we're going to do a test. We're going to take all of these together and we're going to see if they fluoresce under UV light. Amber will fluoresce under UV light, and that's one way to tell if it's amber. So we're going to take a look. So we're putting it on the black background, and we're just going to turn the light on and see if they fluoresce. Amber fluoresces in different colors depending on where the amber came from. And you can see here that they're definitely all of them are fluorescing. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to test some amber for yourself, I do have a link below for the light here that we used in the video. If you want to try List Perfectly for yourself, I do have a link in the description below that will give you 30% off your first month. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like and then hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.